Alright then guys, it's finally time. After the long wait, it's time for us to review the Logitech G432s. Let's hop into it. So this is the Logitech G432s. This one still has the 7.1 DTS surround sound through the Logitech G Hub that you're come to know from a lot of the Logitech G series mics. It's still very well made, has a lot going on the inside. This one in particular has a flip to mute headset or a headset mic. So unlike the previous one that I did before, the Logitech G430's, instead of having a pad on which you can mute it, this one just has a flip to mute. So when you flip up the headset, it goes mute, so you don't have to worry about all that. Still super lightweight, comes with the very nice and well-made leatherette earmuffs with it, so as well as a leatherette top to give you space for your ears so it doesn't press down on your ears too hard, and hopefully to try to keep it comfortable because that's like a big focus for them. It's also still extremely flexible, as you can see, so you can stretch it out. It does a full 90-degree turn to the back, so you can move it back and forth, and as I said before, you can take the ear cups off of it. This one comes with a 3.5 cable, so you can plug it into your Xbox One or to your mobile phone. It also comes with a USB digital converter, or I guess a digital to analog converter, so you can plug it into your PCs or as well as your PlayStations or your Nintendo Switches. And the other cool thing is it does come with a Y splitter, so if you're plugging directly into a sound card, you have those options as well. So I'm here now at my computer, at my, kind of stream setup to show you guys what it sounds like when using the sound card that it comes with. It has a sound card very similar to the Logitech G430's, but basically it's plugged in, so it's using the USB sound card that the device comes with and just using the mic that's built on board. So you guys get an idea of what it sounds like when you're using the sound card that it comes with. I'm going to do a quick like A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P. Again, this is also what it'll sound like if you're using it on an Xbox One, a Nintendo Switch, or if you're using it on a PS4. So just want to make sure you guys have an idea of what this will sound like when using it on console, or if you're using the sound card on PC. After this, I'm going to do a quick hop over and then you guys can see what it sounds like when using just essentially these two pieces and you connect it directly to your soundboard. Sorry, I don't know the name of them right now, but you know what it is. You get to see it, so yeah. And now that we're back, you guys can hear what it sounds like. Now, this is what it sounds like when I take the two, I wish I knew the name of those cables. I'm gonna look up the name of those cables. Basically, you take the mic and the headphone jack and plug it directly into the sound card. This is what it sounds like, so you guys have a better idea of what it sounds like when you're using the mic plugged directly into the PC, as opposed to using the USB sound card that the Logitech G432s come with. We're gonna do a quick A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. And now you see how this mic sounds when I'm doing this all around. Don't ask me why I did that. I just want to make sure you guys had a good range so you guys could hear how it sounds. Mind you, this is the quality you can only get from plugging it directly into your PC, so it will not sound like this if you're playing on Xbox or PS4 or actually, might actually sound like this if you play on Xbox. I don't know. I'll actually give that a shot. Pardon me, but I don't know if you can plug this directly into an Xbox controller because it does have a 3.0 port. I'm not sure if the Xbox controller will support that, but you never know. But at least when plugging it directly into the Xbox One, which I believe is how you have to do it, I haven't tried that just yet myself, but I'll give that a shot. But like I said, at least from what I know, this is not how it sounds like unless it's through the controller. I'm not sure if through the controller will work. I'll double check on that. But either way, this is what it sounds like when it's plugged directly into PC. Just wanted to give you guys a back and forth idea so you have an idea of it. And now we're going to jump into my final thoughts on the device overall, and then we'll wrap it up from there. Okay, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I use these for a week for other reviews so I can get a good idea of them. And I'm going to be honest, I'm not a huge fan of the G432s. That being said, these are good microphones, or headset. I don't hate it as a headset. I think that as a microphone, you guys got to hear it yourself. It doesn't sound terrible. Not amazing, but not terrible. 100% usable if you're breaking into the streaming market. The other thing I would say about them that I guess you say got on the minors was mostly just kind of things that I've gotten used to from the G430s. A big thing of this is going to be like the leatherette earmuffs that come with them. I like them. I think they're cool. I think they're nice. They're like a nice design, and it's probably much easier to keep clean. I just personally have gotten super fond of the mesh that comes with the G430s. not having that mesh when, you know, putting it on my head, it did get hot. It was rare, but it did get hot over the course of my time using it. And when it did, it got hot enough to where I had to take them off. And I am kind of in the cooler months of Vegas, so that is going to be, as I said, a big deal for me as it goes to the hotter times of Vegas. I don't like having hot earmuffs around my ear, especially when it's hot in my house or hot in my room. That's something I have to deal with, and the leatherette, in my opinion, is just not good for that. The other thing is this wire. The wire that it comes with is not nearly as long as the wire from the G430s, and it feels really flimsy and weak. Now, they may be the same strength. The wire for the G430s is like a blue string, but these wires, I don't want to say it feels cheap, but it just doesn't feel strong. I would be very concerned about like running over this with my gaming chair and having it stop working or something like that. And I know that's something you shouldn't do regardless of what type of wires you are, but when I'm using my G430s, I'm not worried about that with my other headsets. And I prefer, especially for headsets that cost as much as this one can cost, I would prefer them to feel a little bit more stronger, so I'd feel a little bit more safe, a little bit more comfortable with it. Plus, it just feels really weak to the pull, so it feels like I might pull out. Again, this is a rare thing and something you shouldn't be doing anyway, but if it happens, that's a concern. Other big thing is this wire is not nearly as long as the wire for the headphones that I currently use. I'm personally moving more and more towards using a wireless headset anyway, but this having a shorter wire and that wire seeming a lot weaker, a lot more flimsy, just really kind of put me in a bad mind space when using this headset. One of the good things about it is it does have like a just regular headphone jack with like the 3.5 millimeter jack that you can plug in that has the headphones and mics, which I did use for phone calls. I used it on my Samsung Galaxy S8. Sounds great, works great. I used it for a while because I wanted to get a good feel for it, and it's pretty much just plug and play. The people enjoyed it, had no issue with the sound quality. I could hear the people I was talking to just fine. If anything, maybe a little quiet, but not too loud or not too scratch or screech or anything like that. So I thought, like, in my opinion, I didn't have any issues with that. But yeah, I guess that's really what it comes down to. I didn't use the volume thing much. I tried to play with it a little bit, but even on my other headset, I usually use my computer for volume. I don't necessarily mess too much with the dial. This dial, I feel like if I had any issues with it doesn't really feel like I can mess with the dial and have like a key idea of how, like, whether I'm midway or high or low. Like, it's just kind of a scroll. You don't really know, so it's only really good for me for like turning it all the way down or turning it all the way up, but I wouldn't say you really play with the mid-range on that at all. But all in all, I guess that's how I felt. I don't hate them. I think they're a good pair of headsets. I think they're a little expensive for what they offer, and I think for this, technically, in my opinion, it's supposed to be the one-up of the Logitech G430s. It does leave a little bit to be desired. One of the main things I think that bugged me about using this is with the Logitech G430s, there's an echo, or kind of like a, you know, like you can hear yourself when talking into the microphone. It's a very small thing, but it is something I guess I've just grown accustomed to, being able to hear my voice and know how I sound. Losing that when using these really bugged me. And even when the sound, like I said, even when I was plugged into the sound card, you didn't get that back. And like I said, that just really bugged me, and it really took away from the experience of using it for me, and really just made it be a pair of headphones that didn't sync with me. Again, doesn't necessarily mean it's bad. Just didn't, like I said, didn't necessarily fit my taste, but that's where I'm gonna leave it for now. All in all, that's my review of the Logitech G432s. If you enjoyed the review, or if it's helpful to you, please give the video a thumbs up. If you know any friends looking at picking up this device, please feel free to share this video to them, and hopefully it'll give them the information they need to be able to make the decision for themselves. If you do plan on picking one up, I'll leave an Amazon affiliate link, which supports me and my channel, if you do want to grab them. If I'm completely honest, as I said before, I would personally recommend the Logitech G430s, which I'll also leave a link to down below. So please feel free to check that out. I also have a review to that headset if you want to see what that headset's like. I'll leave a link to that review down below. I'm actually planning on doing a separate video where I kind of compare and contrast everything about these two headsets, although I did a lot of that here, just so you can see them head to head next to each other. That'll be coming a little bit down the line, but until then, I just want to thank you guys so much for watching the video. And by the way, if you want to talk to me about tech or anything like that, I stream every day on Twitch. You can find a link in the description or flying across me right now. I stream just about every day. I have a good time. I play video games. I talk about anime, and on occasion I talk about the new tech I'm using. So if that interests you, please feel free to come by, bug me about this video or anything else you see on the channel. But more importantly, I just want to thank you guys so much for watching. And until next time, my name's ShinoBazu, your gaming anime ninja. This has been your ShinoTech review, and I'll catch you guys next time. Deuces. So, you want to be a Twitch streamer. Whether you're trying to be a top player like Ninja, a speedrunner like Trihex, or something in between like Amaranth or Destiny, there's a lot you need to know before you get started. In this video, I'm going to go over the 10 most important things, in my opinion, that you'll need to get from never streamed before to all the way to having that affiliate button.